I always thought I knew my brother. He was my best friend, my protector. When he died last year in a freak accident, my world collapsed. But grief does strange things. You start looking for pieces of them in everything they left behind. And that's how I found it. A folder, hidden deep in his laptop, simply named me. At first, I thought it was a collection of our childhood memories. Photos, videos, maybe some old messages. But the moment I opened it, a chill ran down my spine. Thousands of photos, all of me, sleeping, walking, eating, all taken from angles that shouldn't be possible. Some from inside my locked bedroom, others from behind the couch while I watched TV, a few from my office, a place my brother had never been. My hands were shaking as I scrolled through them. The timestamps on some of the photos were from years ago, but others were recent, taken after his death. Then I saw the last file, a video. I hesitated before clicking on it. The thumbnail was pure black, no preview image, no indication of what it contained. I hit play, my heartbeat pounding in my ears. For the first few seconds, it was just static. Then, a dimly lit frame appeared. It was my bedroom. Last night, there I was, lying in bed, completely still. The camera angle was from the foot of my bed, like someone was standing there, watching me, breathing. The faintest sound of slow inhales and exhales filled my speakers. Then movement, a dark shape, barely distinguishable in the shadows, leaned in close to my face, closer than anyone should be. I could almost feel the warmth of its breath. It lingered there for a few seconds before slowly retreating into the darkness. Then, in the very last frame, just before the video cut out, a whisper, "You finally found me." I slammed the laptop shut. My breath hitched in my throat. My rational brain told me it was a trick, some leftover prank from my brother. Maybe he set up hidden cameras before he died. Maybe there was a logical explanation. But deep inside, I knew the truth. I wasn't alone last night. I wanted to believe I was overreacting. But fear has a way of settling deep into your bones, making every shadow feel like a threat. So, I did something reckless. I set up my own camera. I positioned it exactly where the previous video had been recorded, pointing directly at my bed. Then, I forced myself to sleep. Or at least I tried. Hours passed in suffocating silence. My body was exhausted, but my mind refused to shut down. Eventually, the weight of fatigue won, and I drifted into uneasy slumber. The next morning, I checked the footage. At first, nothing. Just me, shifting in my sleep. The usual tossing and turning. Hours of complete stillness. But then, at exactly 3:14 a.m., the door creaked open. A figure stepped into the frame. Not walking, sliding. It was hard to make out any details, just a vague outline of a person. But as it moved closer, the dim light from the street lamp outside caught its face. My breath stopped. It was my brother. Except it wasn't. His face was wrong. Twisted, distorted, like someone had tried to stretch his skin over a shape that didn't quite fit. His eyes, too big, too dark. His mouth was moving, forming words, but there was no sound. Then, he reached towards the camera. The screen glitched. Static overtook the frame. And then, the final image froze. It was me, still asleep. And next to me, inches from my face, was him, looking directly into the camera, smiling. I don't remember much after that. I woke up on the floor, the laptop screen cracked, my head throbbing. The file was gone, the entire folder gone. But I know what I saw. I know what I heard. I know what I felt. And last night, I woke up to whispering, right next to my ear, "You finally found me." I didn't sleep after that. How could I? Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that face, his face. But it wasn't over. The next night, I barricaded my door. I kept all the lights on. I even kept a knife under my pillow, even though I knew deep down a knife wouldn't help against whatever this was. At 3:14 a.m., my phone vibrated. A text. Unknown number. Let me in. I stared at the screen, my heart hammering against my ribs. I didn't reply. I didn't move. Then, another message. Unknown number. I'm outside. A photo came through. My front door. The handle turning. I called the police, but when they arrived, my house was empty. The doors locked. No signs of forced entry. No footprints in the snow outside. I showed them the texts, the photo. The officer frowned. "Sir, there's nothing here. You sure you didn't imagine it?" I almost believed them. until my phone buzzed again. Right there, in front of the officer. Another message. Unknown number. You finally found me. Attached was a live photo of me, standing in the doorway, smiling. That was the last straw. I packed a bag and left. Booked a motel 2 towns over. No one knew where I was. I turned off my phone. That night, for the first time in days, I almost felt safe. Until I looked in the mirror. My reflection didn't move. It just stared. Then slowly, it smiled. My phone buzzed. I turned, trembling, and checked the screen. One new message.